Hello everybody, welcome back to How to Build a B-1Bomber. We have our parting planes on. I have this put one more coat of wax on it, on the sides and on the plane, and I'm getting ready to spray my mold release. But we want to go over with you guys on how we made our parting planes. As you can see, I don't have a bit of clay anywhere. I don't like clay. I don't even have any in my garage. I just do not like it. But what we did, I got Dad up here. Dad held this construction paper. We folded it in half, and I took me a stick and a pencil, and we just kind of stuck it up there. And I went around. We kind of drawed it out, unfolded it, and stuck it on there, and then kind of whittled on it with some scissors until we got it pretty close. And then transferred it to the wood. And then just whittled on it until we got it perfect. And on these sides I did the same thing. I cut my boards. I wanted a 4-inch board, so I cut them about 6 inches. Then I came in with like a compass and just traced the side of it, and just kind of whittled on it until I just got it perfect. With a little sanding and my bandsaw, I got it just perfect. And then I covered them with the Formica. This one back here, that one took me all day yesterday. What I did with that one is I kind of took my construction paper and I did it in sections. I traced that one and then taped it to that one, taped it to that one, taped it to that one. Kind of did it in pieces, and it was easier to do rather than one great big one. And then I transferred it to my wood. And I thought, oh boy, this is going to fit perfect, and it didn't. I had to do some working, but what I did is I come in and I cut them pieces. I just cut them in smaller pieces. It was a lot easier to work and get them fitting really good in smaller pieces, and then just came in here, put my little scabs on them, covered them with Formica, and you can't even tell. And it's just everywhere. And just kind of a perfect fit. And this one here, I did the same thing. I cut it a little wide. I taped me a pencil to a stick, and then just kind of traced it like that, and whittled on it. And took me all day, but I got them all on. And these little white things, these are alignment pins for my molds. When I get this side laid up, there'll be a divot. And on the other side, when we take this parting plane off, I'm done with it. I won't use it no more. I will use the back side of my mold, and it'll have that divot. Then when I lay up this piece, it'll have the part sticking out, and my mold will just fit back together perfectly. I don't know if you guys ever got a bad fuselage where your seams didn't match. They had big old overlaps, but well, I don't like that. So we're going to make ours to where it don't do that. My buddy Butch hooked me up with that idea. But there we are. Now what I'm going to do is I got some a surfacing agent that I mixed with my epoxy. It's just stuff in this powder. I got this through Applied Vehicle Technologies. And you just mix that with your resin. We got resin in 5-gallon buckets. And you make it real thick, kind of like peanut butter. And then I roll paper up and tape it to where I got like a roll of toothpaste, and I can just put me a perfect bead all the way around that edge, all the way around. And then I take my spreader and I cut the corner out of it, and I go over it with my spreader just to where I got a nice rolled edge. Well, then we got to sit and wait for about 4 hours and let that stuff tack up. And then we come back and I mix me up some more epoxy, and I put some more of this stuff in it. We want to thicken it up to get us a nice surface coat, kind of like a gel coat for polyester. And we want it thick enough to where it don't all sag off, but thin enough to where we can still apply it good. I want it like a little bit thinner than peanut butter. And I'll put 2 coats of that on. And between each coat, we got to let it set up for like 4 hours. And then we come back in here with our cloth. And this is some cloth I have. This is a 9-ounce tooling cloth. I'm going to put like 4 layers of this on it. And then I got some heavy stuff. I don't know what weight this is. I've had it for a long time. My buddies gave it to me. I've used about half of it. This is like a blanket. It's got to be like 50 or 60 ounce. I'll top it off with a layer of this. But this stuff is, for as thick as it is, it really forms nice and stays and really soaks up the resin. But that's where we are. I will have these parts made tonight. And then what I'll do is I'll come in and take my parting planes off first. I got this one screwed together in the back. I'll unscrew it, take it off, then I'll take my sides off and I'll take the nose off. Then I'll pop my pieces off and then clear up the edges and stick it back on. And then I'll do my center one. Then I'll work on the center one. When I get it done, we'll flip it over and get the bottom. But that's just how simple it is, folks. It's just really just kind of time consuming and a lot of sitting and waiting, but I got stuff to work on in between. It's like old Dad. He's been plugging away on this landing gear and he's got it finished. Got some wheels on there, got them pieces I was showing you, we got them welded on and they're all painted up. Dad's oleo strut, that's a work of art right there, but that works really nice. He sure did a good job on that. But he's getting ready to start the box for it. And so by the time we have a fuselage, we'll be able to put the gear right in it. And it's going to be on wheels here not long, folks. But them white deals are furniture guides, is what they call this. We got them at Home Depot. These little white deals here, and they're just kind of dome shaped. See how they're kind of dome shaped? That'll make my molds fit back together perfect. There won't be no slop. But stay tuned. I'll make another video when I'm getting ready to lay up my center and show you guys what we got done. So stay tuned, and we will see you in the shop.